Have you ever gone on a day hike and then ended up being stuck out there longer than you thought and then realized, hey, maybe I need some more equipment with me to make this journey more enjoyable? Here are 5 things you need to have with you on every day hike. These things are situational, and these are things that I have found in my experience to work the best. However, in your situation, in your location, your demographic might require you to have a different set of items than I am presenting today. Also, I would like to point out that having these items does not replace training or skill or know how on how to use these items. These are just what I use and what I have found useful when I am out on a day hike. Number one, a way to filter and purify water. This is essential. You can go a long time without having food, but you do need water within a few days. So if you're stuck in the outdoors, you do want a way to filter or purify water. You could use a pump filter like this, or you could use a bottle filter system like this. I have a video that I did a couple weeks ago explaining what filter systems are best for what uses. Go check that out if you'd like. Number two is a way to start fire. This might be a little excessive for your backpack, but you want something that can start a fire reliably. Fire is life when you're in the outdoors. It keeps you warm, allows you to cook food. It also doubles as a way to purify and clean your water if your other systems fail on you. So you want a way to start fire. Personally, I like the little strikers like this. They seem to work best for my use. They're reliable, easy to use, don't run out of fuel, and they still work when wet. Number three is some sort of light. I like to use headlamps like this. They seem to work great. They're light. You can just put them on your head, and that way you can be hands-free when using the light as well. However, phone lights, other flashlights like that work as well. You just want some way to be able to light up the trail when it's dark, or if you do have to do a makeshift camp at night, you want a way to be able to see what you're doing. Number four, you want some sort of cutting instruments. So whether that's a knife like this or a portable saw like this, you want something to where you can cut up branches, harvest berries, or even clean out fish or something like that in case you need in a survival situation. Personally, I have both of these in my packs at all times. This works great for cutting branches if I need to fashion a shelter. This works great for a day-to-day use around the campsite. Number five, you want some extra layers. I personally keep an extra raincoat or jacket in my backpack at all times. There have been a number of times where I've been stuck out in the woods longer than I've thought, whether that's helping somebody else back on a hike or whether that's just bad weather or whatever it could be. An extra layer is crucial, especially an extra rain layer if you live in wet parts of the world. Where I live, we get about 140 inches of rain a year, so raincoats always live in my backpack. Few items I did not mention on there, and you might be wondering, I did not mention tents, and that was for a reason. If you have a foldable saw and know-how on how to make a shelter, a bushcraft shelter, you can do that. You do not need a tent to survive outdoors. The second one I might get a little pushback and some controversy on, but hear me out. Okay, the second thing you do not need is a bunch of extra food. Now, there is a caveat here. You need to know the vegetation in your area and what you can and cannot eat. Okay, when you're out in the wild, there are plenty of things that you usually can eat to survive if you need to, but that varies from region to region, and you need to know what those items are, what you can eat, what you can't eat, so that you can survive in a survival situation. Third item that you probably did not see me mention on there is a tarp or a rain fly or something like that. Again, if you know how to make a bushcraft shelter out of branches with a saw, you do not need those items. However, they are handy, and I usually do have a tarp or a rain fly in my pack with me at all times as well. If you like this type of content, please hit like and subscribe. There's going to be more content coming your way regards to what equipment I use, skill-based content, more time outdoors, which is adventures I've been doing, and so on and so forth. So please hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time.